Hello. So we're going to be doing the daily here for November 1st for Monday. So get ready. Get ready. Ooh, this hair is a mess. Anyway, ooh, it's sticking up. Hey, Mo. Hello, Mo. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Leo. So Leo will be doing sticks afterwards. You can post, please, my PayPal for the last day. And it is $33.33 for the magic sticks. We'll be doing right after the daily. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to some. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. I should have a disguise on, right? I don't have one. I should have one, but I don't have one. I do have a little crown right here. Wait a minute. I have my tree topper. Okay, let's see. All right. Here's my design. I shall be the queen for today. Can you see it? It fell. My crown fell. Here's my crown. Here's my crown. I'll be a queen. I try to be a queen. I can't hold. I must have a crooked head. I better never go bald because I probably got a bumpy head. Okay. All right. Okay. That's it for the Halloween. That's it for the Halloween. All right, you guys. How are you? How are you? Hit the like button if you come into the room. Hit the like button if you come into the room. If you're interested in magic sticks, we'll be doing them right after the daily. But meanwhile, let's get started. Let's find out what can we expect for Monday. Now, tomorrow we are going into November 1st as of midnight tonight. For some of us, you might already be there, depending on where you live. But for us folks over here on the Jersey side, we have just today left of October. All right, everybody, remember it is important to do a good deed every day for someone, somewhere, somehow. It doesn't have to cost you money. All it does is take a second of your time to make somebody's day. Okay, whether that's holding a door, whether it's lifting grocery bags, whether it's helping somebody walk safely across the street, whether it's helping a little person who fell on their bicycle, whatever the situation is. So, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Oh, okay, Marcy. Great. All right, so here we go. So for Monday, separate these up. All right. I'll put these cards into air, fire, water, earth, and room. These two together. Okay. Starting off with air signs, the sign of Gemini. So Gemini, you can look forward to Monday somehow, some way, giving you some type of material gain, or perhaps a new job's being started. Or for some of you, it could be an investment as well. The Ace of Pentacles comes up right here, right now, saying that tomorrow is going to be a really great start to November. So don't F it up. Don't self-sabotage. Listen, for some of you, getting ready to have a new beginning, making your mind, maybe you made your mindset change to accepting instead of fighting so much of what's happened or working against the change that's coming in your life right now. Flow with it. Flow with it. I was just given that same advice. Flow with it. Thank you. Libra, you have the death card. That's really good. That's a really great card to have for November 1st, because that card's talking about an ending, putting away the things now that you're done with, things that aren't serving, things that haven't shown up the way they should, things that haven't helped you but worked against you. So you know what? It is time to let that go. It's time to let it go. Tomorrow's a big day for all signs. It's a big day. We're getting closer and closer to the end of the year. Now, with this ending, this closure, perhaps this transformation that's happening to you, Libra, I know it's change. And again, the death card always talks about change. It sure does. But a change is good. Change can be uncomfortable. That's normal. Change can feel difficult. That's normal. Change can be unwanted. That's expected. But the truth of the matter is, don't look at the change as what's wrong with it. Look at the change as where it's going to take you to. All right, Libra? Aquarius, you have the Ace of Cups. So for Monday, November 1st, Aquarius, you have abundance here. You have new love coming in. You have attraction coming in. You have flirtations coming in. Man, can I be Aquarius? Listen, you're going to start looking more optimistic at so many different things. You're not going to see the glass as half empty anymore. You're not going to look at your bills like, oh God, I got all these bills to pay. No. You're going to say, you know what? I pay for all these things because I like the nice things that I have and I need to maintain them. Therefore, it is worth making these payments for. It is going to get me to the next level. So be patient with this change that's coming, because this change is definitely talking about, for air signs especially, big changes. All three of you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, all good things coming. Be patient. It's air signs. Fire signs. Aries. All right, Aries. Unseen options. Not seeing the options in front of you. You have the Four of Cups. With the Four of Cups, there will be an unexpected offering. It's coming. Aries, it's coming. Right now, you might be kind of bored, kind of doing things kind of like just because. No really motivation behind something. For some of you, you might feel like you missed an opportunity. Well, you didn't, because the universe is going to give you another chance. So be patient. Know that these Four of Cups are definitely bringing you something. Perhaps there are 4 different unexpected offerings or opportunities or blessings that are coming your way. Aries, you are going to be feeling lucky in the month of November, but starting November 1st, it's going to start to take effect. Leo, you have the Five of Swords, Leo. So Leo, be careful, because it's not that you're trying to self-destruct, but there's somebody around you who doesn't want to see you make it, who doesn't want to see you get off that platform, who doesn't want to see you grow, expand. Be careful. For some of you, Leos, don't try to do something a sneaky way, a shortcut version. Don't try to get success or happiness through somebody else's situation. Leo, it's really important, November 1st, tomorrow, Monday, that you decide to do this on your own. Take the proper steps. Take the right way. Take the highway. Take the only way. And when you're going one way, be going in the right direction. Don't look in your rear view. Don't look in your rear view. Move forward. Let's go forward here. Sagittarius, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Sagittarius, the Eight of Pentacles. Work, enjoyment, working on your skills, working on mastering something, perhaps working on getting a degree, a license, some type of title for yourself. You have the tools that are given to you, either from the higher power or tools that you've accumulated on your own in order to help you to achieve the goals that you're wanting to reach. There is nothing standing in your way, nothing but you. So if you allow what to come in needs to come in, and you open the door and welcome opportunity, and you welcome change, you're on your way. You're on your way. Air signs and fire signs now completed. Earth signs, Capricorn, Capricorn, earth signs. Capricorn, you have the 8 of Swords. Capricorn, you put yourself in this bondage. You have to be accountable now. We've got to take accountability today. It is November 1st, and we're not blaming or pointing the finger anywhere else. Maybe what they did wasn't great. Maybe the way they did it was wrong. Maybe what they said was wrong. Maybe the actions they took was deceitful. Maybe it was manipulating. But at the end of the day, you allowed it to happen. At the end of the day, you're punishing yourself and keeping yourself in this mental prison. You're keeping your feelings and your emotions trapped. You're dwelling on the past. You're dwelling on how bad you feel. You're dwelling on how bad they hurt you. Aren't you done suffering yet? Aren't you done suffering yet? Capricorn, let it go. Let it go. You've learned a lesson. Let's move forward. No more pain. No more sprinkling salt on the wound. No more going over and over and over this in your mind because the story doesn't change. You've said it to yourself a million times and it hasn't changed. The results don't change. The outcome hasn't changed. But what is changing is you. You're going to decide to pick yourself up, to brush yourself off and be like, you know what? No, I'm not holding this anymore. You're going to let it go. You're going to let it go. Now life can begin. Now happiness can start. Now new relationships can come in December. So get ready. Get ready, Capricorn. Taurus, 10 of Wands. Feeling overwhelmed, are we? Burdened, perhaps? Too much on your plate? Maybe you didn't know how to say no. Maybe you took off more than you, or bit off more than you could chew. Right now, let's see. Right now, Taurus, you need to put your needs first. You need to take care of you first. You cannot possibly offer love or help to anybody until you've helped yourself. You must be in a very good place yourself first in order to even want to help somebody else. So if you have the desire that you do want to help other people, then help and love yourself first. As soon as you do that, then what you're going to do for other people is going to multiply by the thousands, and you'll really be a bigger help to them. But if you're bringing your burdens over to where they are, that's not helping them. That's sabotaging them too. So let's do this and let's put your needs first. All right. Virgo, 8 of Wands. All right, Virgo. So you thought they weren't talking for a minute? Oh, there's messages coming. You thought maybe there's going to be a sudden change? Perhaps there is. For some of you, messages or news will come out of the blue unexpectedly. The answers that you're seeking are going to be right there in front of you. For some of you, this new idea, this new spark, this encouragement of wanting to try something new or go in a different direction where career is concerned, maybe you feel like you're just burnt out to where you were. And you're like, you know what? It's so boring anymore. I even hate getting up and ready for work. I want to do something different with my life. Then do it. Listen, prepare your savings a little bit to keep you covered for a month or two of bills till you can get yourself acclimated and situated and make yourself financially secure. You'll be okay. But prepare for what you're trying to do. Prepare for this change. If you want it that bad, prepare for it. Earth signs completed. Now that is air, fire, earth. Now water signs. Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. So where we're talking about you, this is talking about you have the 4 of Wands. You have the 4 of Wands. So Scorpio, with the 4 of Wands, either joining hands with somebody, wanting to come back and hold on to somebody, not wanting to let something go. Scorpio is also, it's kind of like you're finally seeing eye to eye with somebody. There is definitely thoughts about good times that were shared. For some of you, it's public relations, public celebrations. Something in public will be offered to you, or something in the public eye is going to open up your eyes to seeing something that you've been missing. You're going to finally now understand what direction you need to go, Scorpio. Things are going to be made very clear to you. There's a sort of safe haven around you right now. Okay? Safe haven. Cancer. Dwelling on the past, 5 of Cups. Cancer. You're beating yourself the hell up for nothing. Can't change it. It wasn't great. Maybe you didn't respond the way you wanted to. Maybe you wish you'd done something different. Perhaps you were very disappointed in somebody else's actions. But dwelling and grieving, feeling this disappointment constantly with the Five of Cups, it's not for you. It's not for you. Cancer, you deserve to be better. And you know what? Chalk it up as a lesson. Chalk it up as a mistake. But now you know what mistakes you made in the past. Now don't make them again in the future. Learn from this lesson so you don't have to repeat it. Please. Okay? Monday, November 1st, is all about having hope for the future. Understanding that what happened yesterday is yesterday. And the good news is, for today being November 1st, this reading, what happened October 31st is over. Anything that happened in the month of October, in September, in August, in July, all that time, you can't change it. It is what it is. All you can do is move forward from here. Next up, last but not least, Pisces. Pisces, you have the Ten of Swords. So Pisces, I get it. You're struggling with something. It's painful. There was a painful ending. I get it that at least the worst is over now. At least, you know what? You gave it every bit of try that you had. You put all you could into it. And if all that didn't fix it and make it better, then it wasn't supposed to happen. We have to accept when things happen for a season. People come in our lives for a season. But the best answer I could ever say to you is that this too shall pass. Whatever you're going through right now, this struggle, this hardship, this painful ending, I promise it won't hurt that bad in a little while. Trust. Keep the faith. Pick yourself up. Brush yourself off. Love yourself for who you are. Give yourself the credit that you hung in there this long. You were not meant to stay there forever and keep trying and trying and trying. You can't do the work for both people. And if only one person is really trying that much, then there's no way this was going to work. It's not that you failed. It's that this was not for you. We have to accept what's for us and what's not for us. They were brought to your life. They were there to show you something. Now your turn to figure out what they showed you. What did they show you? That you can keep leading a horse to water, but you can't make them drink it. But you kept trying to go back, and you kept trying to lead that horse, You never drank the water. It's okay. He'll drink it when he's ready. See, that's the thing. He'll drink that water when he's ready. No matter how many times you take that horse to go drink that water, he's not going to drink it until he's ready to drink it. So in other words, no matter how many times you go back to that person and you try to prove to them how wonderful you are, how amazing you are, how much they should be with you, how easier their life would be, they're not ready for that. No matter what you do, you can't make them drink the water. Right? All right. I believe that's every sign. Now I'm going to give you a message for the room. Please hit the like button if you've come in. I thank you so much for your love and support. I have the one pile left for those in the room. Now, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I have a plus card. I'm going to leave this plus card. So, the plus card tells me pretty much, it sums up this card. This is the one card that did not balance out for the rest. So this is the one card that shows me this is what majority of the people in this room, 50 people in this room, are dealing with something to do with this card. No doubt. This card, in fact, is the Three of Swords. How many of you know what the Three of Swords means and have had Three of Swords show up in your life at one point, at one time? How many of you in here? Just show me. Exactly. So the Three of Swords talks about heartbreak. I know every damn one of you have experienced heartbreak. So let me see some more yeses, because 50 of you did not just say yes. And I need to go forward. I can't move forward till you work with me. So if you dealt with a heartbreak, if you dealt with betrayal, if you dealt with grief, losing a loved one, I know that covers every single person in this room, one way or the other. For some of you, it's been heartbreak, betrayal, and grief. All three. Exactly. Thank you, Jenna. Exactly. Thank you, Rosie. Exactly. And you know, Lindsay, you went through heartbreak. Yeah. You also, Lindsay, have gone through grief, because when your dog ran away, then that was where you were grieving. I remember, because I remember you doing that. So not just heartbreak, Lindsay. Come on, Lindsay. You know, you've been dealt with heartbreak, you dealt with betrayal, and you've dealt with grief. You've dealt with all three. Come on, you guys. Don't make me get into you. Don't make me get into you, because you know I know. Don't make me get into you. Now let's go. That's right. All three. That's right, Diamond. All three. Yes. Tammy remembers. Yep. We were all so sad about your dog. We were all so sad about your dog, Lindsay. Remember? Don't you remember? That's why I just read the meaning to it. I just said it's heartbreak, it's betrayal, and it's grief. Three of Swords, heartbreak, betrayal, or grief. Guaranteed. Unfortunately, this is not a card that we like to admit to. This isn't a card that we ever want to face again. We don't want anything to do with this Three of Swords. We like to take this card out of the deck so we don't have to get it anymore. I get it. Now what I need you to do is pick pile number 1, pile number 2, or pile number 3, so I can give you your reading. Know which pile that you're wanting. You can say it in your mind, or you can write it here on the chat. Pile number 1, pile number 2, or pile number 3 for your extra message for Monday, November 1st, 2021. Don't matter what your sign is. Don't matter what your sign is, because that's not what it is right now. Perfect. Nice. All right. LAG says 1. Leo says 2. Ashley says 2. Keisha 2. Oh, yes. I remember that. I remember Spiky. Okay. Irini's 1. Juliet's 2. Diamond's 3. Tammy's 3. Force of Nature's 1. Thank you, Virgo Vicky. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for bringing it in. Listen, you guys. Hey, Shelly Prescott. So this is how we do shadow work. We admit something. We admit something that we had to face. We admit something we had to deal with. We also know we learned from something of here. We definitely learned from heartbreak. We definitely learned from being betrayed. We don't trust as easy no more. And we definitely learned from grief. Perhaps maybe a loved one who lost their life to something that we now are careful not to do, or we now are more preventative of it. Whatever the case may be for you. But there's going to be a story to it. There's going to be a story to it. All right. For those of you who chose pile number 1, your message for Monday, November 1st, is as follows for those who chose number 1. So we are on number 1 right now. Pile number 1. So for a lot of you, you may have to be dealing with some type of competition in your life. There might be challenges at work. You might be competing with another coworker. Maybe you work in sales and you're competing to be the top salesperson. Perhaps some of you are working where there's conflict. Perhaps there's a personality conflict at this job. Perhaps there's a personality conflict in your relationship, in your family, around you, your neighbors. For some of you, it could be just those who live in your house. There could be a conflict right there, a conflict of interest as well. For some of you, what means the world to you may not mean so much to somebody else. For some of you, the importance of this being in its exact place has a meaning for you, but somebody else just sees it, well, why can't I just put it right here? For some of you, the challenges that you're going to face on Monday, November 1st, the biggest challenge that number 1s are going to face is looking in the mirror. Yep, you heard me. Your biggest challenge on Monday November 1st, for those of you who chose number 1, is going to be looking in the mirror, owning your shit, taking accountability, making actions, because a lot of you are living your life based on fear. A lot of you get upset and angry with somebody. Think about it. When you lose your temper with somebody, whether it's a child, behavior, or a loved one, a family member, a partner, a boss, an employee, whatever, fear is usually when you don't want something else to happen. When a child is running and they got a lollipop in their mouth, you know they shouldn't be running with anything in their mouth, because that pop could go down their throat or stick them and kill them. So because you're fearful, you might yell, "Hey, take that out of your mouth. Stop running." Right? So you do this out of fear. You're not yelling because they hear you better. You're not yelling because they can't hear you where they're at. You're yelling because you got scared for a minute. You panicked. So when we panic and we express fear in any situation, we send out these signals of energy that we're scared, that we're not confident, that we're insecure. When you have fear in your relationship and you fear that partner's going to cheat on you, you fear that partner's going to tell you a lie. Maybe you're wondering where they're at, and when they get home, you're going to ask them, "Where were you?" And you're fearing. You're ready for it. You might be like, "Well, I saw their truck over there by the liquor store. And we'll see what they tell me when they get home." And then when they come home and you say, "Where were you?" "Oh, I just stopped at Mike's house." Does Mike own a liquor store? Does Mike live above the liquor store? Does Mike live next door to the liquor store? So you allow this fear to take you through the day, to take you through the night, to take you through your job, to take you through your relationships, to take you through life in general. So with this card of 5 of Wands, which does talk about competitions, conflicts, challenges, and also talks about fear. So like I said, your biggest thing to fear for tomorrow being Monday, when you wake up, it's not about what's out there. It's not even about the people that are coming toward you. It's about the fear of letting yourself get hurt. It's about the fear of letting yourself be let down. So if you put no expectations on somebody, you can't get let down. If you trust somebody and they decide to lie to you, that's on them. You were the good person because you gave them the opportunity to show that you could trust them. You know, it's funny. It takes a trust time for you to trust somebody over and over and over to build trust up. Trust doesn't happen in one day because I gave you $10 to go to the store and you came back with my exact change. That's once. Trust happens over and over and over to build it up strong. But it only takes one lie to wipe all that out. So your biggest fear, if you've ever been through the situation where somebody has lied to you, number ones, those of you who chose pile number 1, this is for. It only takes one time, one deceit, one half-truth, one secret. It just takes one. And all of that hard work that somebody put in to get you to trust them, they don't get it sometimes, but it's gone. They need to start over. Now, it might have taken 10 times for them to gain your trust the first time. Now it'll take 100 times for them to get it back. And there's not even a guarantee for that. Those of you who chose number 1, still the next card is you have an emperor coming in. You have an emperor coming in. You have somebody either returning from your past or somebody new coming in to show up. This could be male or female, but this is somebody who's definitely very confident in what they do. Perhaps they've been at their job for a long time. This is somebody who shows a lot of stability, somebody who shows leadership, somebody who shows that they have a particular strategy, a particular way that they do things. This person, perhaps a man, definitely active energy, meaning not standing still, taking action, perhaps making an offer, perhaps returning to make an offer to you. Be careful. And then we have the Page of Wands, number ones. You have the Page of Wands. So when that talks about it's coming up with a new idea, perhaps when this Emperor shows up, they're going to have a new idea for you, or it's going to create ideas for you to do something, to take the next step, to put your fears down. Be willing to let them show you you can trust them. Let them start to begin to earn that trust back. Your last card for number ones is having determination. Tomorrow will be a day where you are very much determined to get something done, to get to work on time, to make sure this, that, and the trash is taken out and the recycles are put out and this and that's taken care of. It's making sure, being very determined, also planning for the future. You're determined that, okay, I'm going to give somebody another try, but I'm also determined that the minute anything feels shaky, feels unstable, or feels as if I can't trust, or it's creating these triggers in me to open up again, then I have to stop. I have to accept something for what it is and dismiss it. Okay, number ones. Number twos. Number twos. All right, number twos, you start out as the Queen of Swords. So this is for number twos. You start out as the Queen of Swords, which is, it's kind of like an air intellect, okay? It's also talking about somebody being willing to be receptive to energy. This is also somebody who meditates a lot. This is somebody who loves the symbol of a butterfly. This is somebody who looked up to somebody who may be on the other side right now. But there was somebody who encouraged you, number twos. Somebody who made you believe that it was going to be okay. Somebody who always nurtured you. With this Queen of Swords, this is a person, perhaps you, perhaps, again, the person up in heaven, but this is a person who is always fair. This is a person who always listens. This is a person who doesn't make quick judgments. This is a person who is not trying to create a problem, but more so create a solution. If you know that person, if that's you, I love it. If that's your person up in heaven, I love it. The next card that comes up for you for tomorrow, for Monday, for November 1st, is the Seven of Swords. Some of you have to be careful because cutting corners, betrayal, deceit, very similar to that Three of Swords card. So we have the 7 now. Also could be talking about somebody you can't trust around you. This, for number twos, this person who's coming off as the 7 of Swords, a sneaky thief. Like Juliet always says, sneaky type of Juliet. You know what you always put. Everybody watch the comments. Juliet, sneaky what? Yeah, Leo, that's right, that's right. That's right, Juliet, a sneaky snake. So when we have 7 of Swords around us, number twos, somebody might be experiencing, now you have to be careful as well, because this means keep your doors locked. Don't leave your cars open. Don't leave anything in visual sight in your car. If anybody's walking by, they'll think, I want that. I want to break the windows to get in there. Don't leave your house doors unlocked. I don't care if you just run into the corner store. Lock your stuff up. There could be some criminal activity around. We're getting into the holidays. With all this stuff going on in this world right now, people's money is really tight. People are stealing Amazon packages off of porches. People will definitely walk in your house and take what they want and walk out. So please be careful. Pay attention to your surroundings. Number twos. Also, where sometimes it's not as clear. Somebody's stealing something off of your porch. This other person that comes in your life may not be as clear. They might be giving you a pair of rose-colored glasses to wear and seeing them as being more helpful. The devil can dress up. You know, Halloween's every day for the devil. He can wear any outfit that he wants. He can dress up to pretend to be anything that you need. So be careful not only of the things that you can see, number twos, but be careful of the things that you don't see. Just like you see me here with the sweatshirt on, you think that's what I have on and then my underclothes? No. I have another shirt on under here. So what you don't see you don't know. What I don't tell you, if I just sat here, said, here's your daily. I got all the knowledge up here, but can you see it? If I don't talk, can you hear it? Nope. If I just sat here, nope. So be careful. What I'm trying to tell you is, especially with the online dating, be careful. Anybody can be anybody they want in front of you. If you're not doing a live video chat with somebody to really see what they look like, wonder why they're not doing that. Wonder why they're just sending you messages. Wonder why it's always a text or an email or just a chat. Wonder why you're not seeing them. Be careful. There's a lot of scammers out there who want to take your money. There's a lot of people out there who are very, very tricky to first try to get into your heart, to first try to tell you things that you want to hear, that you needed to hear for a long time. It's trying to hug you through the internet, so to speak, through the screen. Somebody's saying that, I'm really attracted to you. I don't know why I've never met you all my life. I never met anybody that's like you. I really want to get together with you. I remember talking to you a while ago, and we should be talking again. And I'm going to call you again tomorrow. I'm going to text you again tomorrow. And they do consistently for a while. And when they see they're not getting what they want, when they see that you show a little bit of suspicion or that you want a little bit more proof of something, they back up. And eventually they disappear. It's like, no, I can't fool this one. I'm not going to get anything out of this one. So you be careful. Your next card that comes up, number 2, is the Judgment card. Yeah, we have Judgment. So the Judgment talks about a renewal, a rebirth, taking action on your truth. What does that mean? What does it mean? You tell me. What does it mean if I say take action on your truth? What is your truth? Everybody's going to have a different truth. So what's your truth? Hey, Nisha, happy Sunday to you. God bless you. Discernment. Don't give your heart away. Bye, Nia. So you stand in your truth. Yes, Jenna. Taking action on your truth means don't sway. Don't sway your decisions for somebody else. It means keep your boundaries. Believe in what you believe in. There's a reason that you believe in that, to be that way. In other words, if you're the type to go out with somebody, but you're not going to sleep with somebody on the first date, the second date, the fifth date, you'll sleep with them when you're ready. You'll sleep with them when you trust them. You'll sleep with them when you're ready to express love to them. If somebody tries to convince you otherwise, well, I took you out to dinner. I paid for your dinner 3 times. I did this and I did that. So you think you can buy this? Did I say prostitute anywhere? Did I say call girl anywhere? Did I say I'm looking for a sugar daddy anywhere? So stick to your truth. Don't allow anybody to sway from what your beliefs are. And if they can't respect your beliefs, they don't deserve to be with you. They're not for you. Maybe they're for somebody else. Maybe so. Maybe somebody else believes what they do. But don't change who you are. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Your last card is the 6 of Cups. You're going to come face to face with somebody. You're going to look somebody directly in their eyes. You're going to try to see the truth in their eyes. You're going to try to see if their expressions look like they're telling you the truth, if they mean what they're saying to you. I know you all know what I'm talking about, number 2s. For some of you, it's about a reunion coming. For some of you, it's also remembering. It's also remembering some of the happy memories that you've had with this person. There was a great balance in there at one point. At one point, before all this other frustration ended up coming in, there was a lot of good times. There was a lot of good moments and memories. But you're going to look at that person. You're going to look at them face to face. You're going to have that feeling just like you did when you were a little girl and you had your first crush. Or when you were that little boy and you had your first crush. You're going to look at somebody again as if it was for the first time. Wow, I wish I chose number 2, but I chose number 3. Damn it. Okay, we're on 3. We're on 3. I can't be an Aquarius. I can't be number 2. I just always choosing the wrong numbers. Boy, oh boy. All right. For those of you who chose number 3, let me see again. Who are you that chose number 3? Who chose number 3 like I did? Who chose number 3? Lindsay chose number 3. Leo chose number 3. Force chose number 3. Gold Whiskey chose number 3. Julia Palmer, you little hot dog. You got number 2. Viola got 3. Rosie got 3. And Jana got 3. All right, let's find out what the hell's happening for us anyway. Come on. All right, you picked 3. All right. Okay. So 3. Maybe we all need some counseling right now. We have the Queen of Cups. So this explains a lot of us right now where we do need some counseling. Us number 3s, we actually could benefit from some therapy. No joke aside. Some of us don't want to admit that. Some of us might feel like, oh God, that means I'm nuts. Oh God, that means I'm crazy. No, you know what it means? It means that you held so much inside and you never really let it out. Therefore, you just kept burying it and burying it and burying it. So trying to do shadow work. So therapy and counseling can be doing your shadow work. It can be actually going to a therapist. It can actually be going to a counselor. It can actually be just talking to somebody that you trust a whole lot and can confide in. Somebody that you really need to open up. Not open up as being a victim, saying, oh my God, I went through this and I went through that. And I was abused and I was neglected and I was mistreated and I was cheated on and I was lied to. And unfortunately, some of you raped and molested. All the awful things that may have happened in your life that you somehow thought that you got over because you just kept burying it and burying it till you can't see it anymore. When you get to that point, it doesn't mean it doesn't come out in some ways. It doesn't mean that just because you can't see it, just like spirit, you can't see it, but it's here. So when you have those things that you put away that are really hurtful, that were very much of a lesson, for some of you, they were just torment. For some of you, it was torture. For some of you, it was unheard of. And I get it. But you're still here today. You are a survivor. You're no longer in victim mode. You're in the victor mode. Because you know what? Look how long ago that was. And you've decided to bury it because you don't want it to hurt you anymore. You made that decision. You decided that I don't want to hurt no more. I don't want to be that victim anymore. I was the victim on the day that it happened, the time that it happened, the moment that it happened. But I am not going to be their victim still today, years later. Not going to happen. I'm not giving them that. I couldn't fight back then because I was a child. But now I'm an adult, and now I choose to not to let you or that situation control me from here on out. You will not determine whether I'm happy or sad. That is not your right. You will not take away my rights. So, for some of you, as the Queen of Cups, you do what's best for you. You do what makes you happy. You go talk to somebody and get into a really deep conversation. Somebody you can trust. Somebody who won't judge you. Somebody who's not there to tell you the answers. You're not looking for an answer. You're just looking for a place to vent. And if you have somebody that you can't do that with, then you write it down. And after it's all written down, then you take it outside, you take it to your fireplace, and you burn it. You burn it and you release it. And all that pain that went with all that will go with it. All right? Next card up for number 3s. You have the 9 of Cups, which then talks about wishes coming true. Yay, I chose 3. Yay, yay. I chose 3. Wishes coming true. All right. So for those of you who chose number 3, having more than enough, abundance, blessed, favored, divinely guided, protected, boundaries, favors, helpers, gifts, presents, offers, opportunities. Need I say more? Your next card comes up, Seven of Pentacles. So there'll be a long-term project, and it's probably got something to do with the gifts that you're going to receive from here, which is going to create a long-term project, a long-term relationship, a long-term commitment, a long-term plan, future plans. But having patience, having a commitment to this person, to this project, to this job, to this family, to your responsibilities. And last but not least, again, all starting November 1st, building a legacy, creating that family, having that great job, saving up your monies, paying off your homes, taking care of that car note, handling other responsibilities that need to be addressed. The Ten of Pentacles is talking about a blessing with family, a blessing with money. It's also talking about generations to come, preparing perhaps for your children or your grandchildren. Yeah, it looks good for all 1, 2, and 3. So I must say, it was an amazing, very interesting daily. I'm loving every minute of it. Loving every minute of it. Now, for a lot of you, there's going to be a message here in a second. All right, for a lot of you in this room, this message will make sense to you that I have here for you. So this comes from your response to loss. This card talks about God or your higher power can heal a broken heart. Just offer all of the pieces. Allow feelings that come up today their time to heal. Listen, you guys, if something went on, maybe a family member passed away, somebody you love passed away, maybe something ended, maybe there was a breakup, whatever your situation is, no matter what you're going through, if you offer all these pieces that you can't seem to put back together, maybe you feel like your life fell apart and you have all these pieces. Now listen, this collective here for everybody. All these pieces that are almost impossible because the way they broke, it's impossible to glue each piece back together. But if you offer all these broken pieces up to your higher power, up to God, allow the feelings that come up today, time to heal. Allow yourself to start to understand and see the other side of it, why something had to happen. Maybe your loved one was suffering. Maybe they were in pain. Maybe things were about to get worse. So instead of them staying here and suffering, God took them. For some of you, although you can't see what would have happened, what could have happened, all you can see is something was taken away, whether it was that partner, whether it was your home, your car, your person, family member, your money, whatever was taken away for reasons sometimes beyond what we can conceive and understand as human beings on this earth. Sometimes it's hard to see through change, through endings, why exactly something had to end. Sometimes we get frustrated because we put a lot of us, all of us, for a long period of time, hard work, dedication, loyalty in, and feel like we got a slap in the face when it ended. Actually, no. It actually wasn't a slap in the face. At the moment, it felt like a slap. It felt like somebody just slapped you. But the truth is, soon, you're going to see that it wasn't a slap at all. It was actually kind of like this, saying, I love you, I care about you, and you deserve better. Then you're going to see what's coming. So keep your faith. Try to find the good things in anything that you're going through. And if it's too much, if it's overwhelming, whatever comes towards you, don't try to deal with it. Throw it up. Let God have it. Say, you know what, God? I want this to work. I need this to be fixed. I want to be in love. I want this relationship. but it's too much for me. I've tried. I've done everything I can to make it work, to make it better, to make it last, to make them stay. Now I've done everything to make them come back. I'm not seeing the results that I want. So I'm handing it up to you, higher power. I'm handing it up to you, God. I'm saying, please take this burden from me. And I'm just going to casually go on with my life and do what I got to do until you've been able to put the pieces back together. And either you're going to give them back to me whole, or you're going to say, my child, I've moved it on to another place where it belongs. They were only here as a stepping stone to get to another level. You helped them to grow and to learn and to move on. Now I'm going to send somebody for you. So you don't know what's coming. You don't know what's coming, but you will know what's leaving. And when something's leaving, let it go. If somebody wants to leave, let them go. Don't stop them. Don't say, no, please wait. Don't leave. Don't leave. Don't beg anybody to stay. If they need to go, they need to go. Because God is calling them on another journey, something else to do. So as painful as it can be, let them go. All right? So this is the daily for Monday, for November 1st, 2021. Now I'm coming back on. See who wants to get your magic sticks. Again, Leo has posted my PayPal link. For now, I believe it's going to be, I'm going to try to make arrangements with something. I may be able to keep the PayPal, depending on what I do at the bank tomorrow. So be patient. But for now, if you're interested in it, we got one last day to use PayPal for sure. $33.33 for Magic Sticks 3. So with that being said, be right back. I'll be right back. I got to heat this coffee up, but I'll be right back.